Here we have a compound interest problem. We're borrowing $1,200, an annual interest rate of 4.5%, 3 years of borrowing, and it's specifically compounded quarterly. By seeing that compounded quarterly, that's how we know it's a compound interest and not a simple interest problem. If we recall, when we were doing simple interest problems, we had the following formula that told you the amount you owed at the end, P times 1 plus RT. However, because it's a compound interest problem, that formula is no longer going to work. The formula we need for compound interest is a little bit more complicated. A is equal to P times 1 plus R over N raised to the power N times T here. A reminder what some of these letters mean. A means the amount owed at the end. R is your annual interest rate. T is the number of years. And the new variable in this formula, N, this is the number of times compounded per year. So for this particular problem, we see that the amount owed is what we're trying to find. We know the principal amount is $1,200. We know the annual rate is 4.5%, which in decimal format is 0.045. We know the number of years is 3 years. And for N, we want to know how many times it compounds in 1 year. They don't actually say N equals something in the problem, but compounded quarterly, that means it's 4 times a year, so N is 4 here. Once we've identified all of these, we plug it into our formula. A is equal to 1,200 times 1 plus R 0.045 divided by 4 raised to the power 4 times 3. We type this in our calculator, and once we round to the nearest cent, we should get $1,372.41. Notice that this is going to be more than the amount you owe in simple interest, and in general that's always going to be true, that when you do compound interest you end up gaining more or losing more over the same time period. So you always want to be careful when you're dealing with compound interest.